Hello everybody and welcome to Runescape Quick Lore. This week a new portion of Quick Lore is starting, that being Quest Lore. Every week I'm going to be explaining some of the best in-game quest lines, so that players who may have done these quests years ago can be reminded of what happened, new players can get some background on the game's events, and we can all have a good time. So in honour of the most recent quest, Back to the Freezer, I thought a good place to start would be with the Penguin quest line. The quest contained within are full of references, puns, and general silliness that reflect a brighter time in RuneScape's history before it got all serious and debatably lost a bit of its sense of humour. The quests being talked about specifically are Cold War, Hunt for Red Raktuber, Some Like It Cold, and Back to the Freezer, so bear in mind I will be spoiling these like nobody's business. Cold War. The adventurer meets a zookeeper working in Ardoin known as Larry, who is paranoid that the penguins he looks after are intelligent and planning something. The adventurer is initially skeptical but agrees to help Larry spy on the creatures. When a secret observation post designed to spy on the pengies is destroyed, I'm just going to say now, I'm going to be using a lot of different words for penguins, because if I don't, the word penguin is going to lose all meaning, so just bear that in mind. After the secret observation post is destroyed, Larry decides to up his activities and shrinks the adventurer so they're able to fit into a pingy suit with the mission of infiltrating the penguin ranks. You're initially told that the Pingy Wingies are aiming to learn to fly, but after completing some missions for the Penguinos and gaining their trust, the adventurer is allowed to enter the headquarters of the KGP. This stands for Killer Gentoo Penguins, where he discovers, with the aid of some musical rebels known as Ping and Pong, a large army of Pinguns are preparing for an invasion, along with giant mechanical penguin tank beast thing majigs. The adventurer is discovered but manages to escape from the secret base and reports back to Larry. End of quest. Hunt for Red Raktuber. When we meet Larry again in the Hunt for Red Raktuber quest, he's been confined to a straitjacket, with the other zookeepers fearing him insane after he returned from a trip to Witchhaven, speaking of giant pongos and their footprints. The adventurer proves Larry's sanity to his boss by providing evidence of the aforementioned giant footprint. You're then tasked with infiltrating the KGP again and finding out information about the Penguin's new submarine, the Red Raktuber. While undercover, you find that a number of dwarves are being forced to help create the submarine against their will, but are willing to help you learn how to control it if you help them escape, which you do. Now, armed with this knowledge of how to disable the submarine, your next task is to locate it. Once found, the adventurer infiltrates the submarine, only to find that their captain is being mind-controlled by the sea slugs. More on these in a later video when I get to the sea slug quest series. Now, while trying to disable the submarine, it becomes apparent that the adventurer has been tricked, and everything thus far has been part of the King Penguin's plan to rid Gielinor of humans. Worse yet, the dwarves weren't even captive. Like, what's up with that? They're part of the Red Axe, a dwarven splinter group that has similar goals to the KGP, those being eradication of humanity. So now stranded on a desert island, and with Larry captured by the Penguinos, I think I may have used that one, I'm losing track, all hope seems lost. Soon you realise that your only salvation lies with a polar bear known as Chuck. Some Like It Cold. With Larry captured, your new point of contact for the anti-penguin movement is Chuck, the polar bear who helped you escape the desert island in the previous quest. Upon meeting with him, you're informed that another informant, Teddy, has been made a prisoner of Walrus, or POW for short. This questline is just full of references to the Cold War, isn't it? Anyway, in order to enter the POW camp, the adventurer must convince a bunch of seals to take them there. They do this by joining forces with Ping and Pong, who the seals are huge fans of. Once inside, you meet up again with Larry and hatch an escape plan involving a game of battlefish, circus tricks, and a daring submarine escape. Back to the Freezer. Again suspicious as to the Penguin's plans, Larry sends you to meet some informant friends of his in Relica. They explain that the Pinguinis, I think I may have used that one again, I'm sorry, I apologise, have got some new technology with which they're trying to cause, get this, global cooling. Their new technology full name of Terraforming Arctic Refrigeration Dispersing Ice Spreader. I'll give you a second. What do you think that spells? It's TARDIS for short. Has landed in the Caribbean desert and led to some severe weather changes, such as snow appearing in the desert. That's not where snow should be. As this quest is steeped in references to time travel, it's unsurprising that the adventurer has to travel through time using a flex cap ice atoll to sabotage the TARDIS and stop the Penguin's plans. Once this is achieved, Chuck congratulates you on the victory, but the adventurer does not seem convinced that the fight is over. Potentially, could there be a future quest to finish this quest line off? I don't know. Maybe. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick overview of the Penguin quests. Remember that this isn't an in-depth look at them. This is just a quick go-to reference. Here's what happened. Okay, cool. I would recommend, if you haven't already, to play through these because they're just full of puns, and I love puns. I'm a big fan of puns. Runescape has always clearly been a very big fan of puns, but that's been dialed back a bit recently, which is a bit of a shame. If you enjoyed the video, then please feel free to leave me a comment explaining what your favourite part of the Penguin quests are, and also feel free to subscribe if you'd like to. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.